Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome along, folks. This is episode middle of June in the Business Owners Smashing Online webcast. So if it's your first time along tonight, welcome. If you've been before, well, welcome back again. Glad you've come back again. For those who don't know me, my name's Nick Cree, and I'm your host for this evening. In fact, I'm the host pretty much every evening for the past 3.5 years. We've been running for about 3.5 years now, can you believe? And tonight is a topic that I can't wait to get stuck into because I've been wanting to write a book for years. So we have an editor and a book writing coach with us tonight who is going to give us a simple framework for getting your book out in the next 90 days. So, but before we introduce Gail, let's find out who we've got here today. So if you feel like it, you can unmute yourself, introduce yourself by telling us who you are and what your business is, and then more importantly, why are you here tonight? What are you hoping to get out of tonight? So who's going to kick us off tonight?
All right, I'll go.
Awesome. I was just waiting for the rush in.
Everybody's rushed in, Nick. Hi, everybody. Stephen Sandor. I've got a business based just over the Queensland border, so I carry a border pass with me wherever I go. I'm a business improvement strategist. And I, like you, Nick, have wanted to write a couple of books actually. One about my genius, the stuff that I keep hidden from everybody, and one about my family. Yeah, that's more an autobiography and something for my children to read about their grandparents and how I was brought up. So that's why I'm here.
Awesome, excellent.
And the hacks that come with it, I know that I know that none of this is easy, but just if I could be efficient at doing it, that would be great.
Excellent. And welcome to the lockdown and the border there. So another pain is you have to cross over with your border pass. My son went down to New South Wales today, and I said, "You got your border pass?" And he said, "What's that?" So I said, "All right, you'll find out."
Yeah.
All right, who else we got here tonight? Hey, Donna, you look like you're rugging up there. Are you cold?
Yeah, this house is cold. Yes, it's very much a summer house. So I've even got my big coat on my lap.
And here we are in Queensland, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Hello, everybody. I'm Donna Arnold, and I'm the founder of the Visionary Business Hub, which is a ladies' online networking group. And we're going along really, really well. So we help ladies that are trying to get traction in their business. And we're a boutique group. So you're guaranteed, if you want to join, you're guaranteed that people are going to hear about you and you'll develop referrals. And why am I here tonight? I missed your question, but I can just say is, I have this idea of writing a book, so I really like the idea of getting some tips, etc., and things like that without knowing your question.
Awesome. Oh, well, I look forward to your book coming out, Donna, so no pressure. 90 days and you'll have it done.
No probs.
Excellent. All right, who else we got here tonight? Name, rank, serial number, and what do you want to get out of tonight?
Hi, Nick. It's Selena.
Hey, Selena.
How are you going? Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. I'm actually a writer. I write content, but I also I've written a book and published a book, but it took me years to write it, and I would really love to streamline that process and make that whole thing go a little bit faster, because you forget where you're at, you pick it up, you put it down, you pick it up, you put it down. So looking to get more discipline with that process. So yeah.
Be nice to get it all done in one sitting, and it only took about an hour, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would be great. But 90 days is sounding really good right now, to be honest.
That's good and achievable. Yeah. All right, who else have we got here tonight? Any takers to unmute and introduce yourself and tell us what you want to get out of tonight?
Hey, Nick, I'll go. My name's Glenn.
How are you going?
Pretty good, thanks. Look, I'm a leadership coach and consultant, and I've written dozens of books, dozens and dozens for every workshop and program I've delivered, but they've never been published. I think I've got a lot of content, so learning something tonight might help me.
Awesome. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's always the hardest thing to just get that step to publish. That's just called finishing, isn't it? So I'm a great starter, not a great finisher. So I need that push. All right, time for a couple more. There's a couple more in there. So this is your chance to introduce yourself. Tell us what you want to get out of tonight. And actually telling us what you want to get out of tonight actually helps Gail and myself to make this as relevant as possible for you tonight as well, too.
Evening, Nick. Colin.
Hey, Colin. How are you going?
Excellent, thank you. I did meet Gail once at one of the BX meetings, and I was hoping to catch up with her. I've already written a business book. Writing the book's easy. It's selling it that's the hard thing. And during COVID here, because I'm stuck here in Australia, I decided to get on with my memoir. So I'm now up to 175,000 words on the memoir. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I'm finished with it. So hopefully Gail can put me in the right direction with a bit of luck.
Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, those memoirs are fascinating. I remember reading my snippet from my grandmother who's passed away after the fact in her early years. And yeah, just really sort of fascinating to sort of read your family's sort of memoirs. So I reckon it's a great project. All right, time for one more. Lucky last. Who's it going to be?
Okay, then. All right. Okay.
Hello, Aldrin.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I've actually got a meeting in just a sec, so I thought I'll just pop in and say hello. I'm Aldrin Alternay, known as the Media Queen. I help people get free publicity, and I'm happy to donate a ticket to my Free Publicity Secrets Masterclass tomorrow for our prize tonight, if you'd like, Nick. It's $97 value. For our intense masterclass from 9 till 1 tomorrow. If you can't make that date, there'll be another one next month. So I can donate that. I've got to pop into this meeting, but I will be back. I really want to hear from Gail. She's awesome. And I will be watching the replay. So I'll hop back on in about 45 minutes. Okay, I'll see you again soon.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
All righty. All right. Well, let's kick off the meeting. So again, welcome along, everyone. For those who have joined that don't know who I am, my name's Nick Cree. I'm your host for this evening. And the topic tonight, well, we'll reveal that shortly. But we do have an agenda for tonight as well, too. So we will jump into very shortly some cool online tools that I will run through with you. We have a main presentation, which is all about the simple framework that anyone can use to write a book in 90 days or less. And there'll be time for questions. I'll leave it up to Gail as to whether she'll take questions on the way through in chat at the end, however it works. We do have a prize draw, and we've got an extra prize tonight too, thanks to Aldrin as well, sort of dropping by. And then we'll announce the next event as well. Now, to be in the draw for the prize, you have to be here at the end when we draw it as well. So just for now, would love you to check in on whatever platform is your favorite. So whether that be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you happen to be, love you to check in and just helps to spread the word about this webcast, and also helps to build your own personal profile on the social media platform you're on. So on Facebook and the other ones that's reasonably similar, on Facebook, you just tap on what's on your mind. The interface does not look like what's on your screen anymore. They've just gone through an update in the past week or so. So I'll need to update my slide here. But you'll find where you normally create a post, just tap on it. The menu will come up from the bottom. One of them will say check in. If you tap on check in, you'll get a list of places probably around you. If you don't see business owners smashing it online, type it into search and it will come up, and just tap on it. Now, feel free to take a photo of your screen, of yourself, add that in. Tag me in, please. Feel free to tag Gail in as our speaker tonight. And feel free to tag yourself in, or a friend or colleague who you think would benefit from being here tonight, or another one of these as well too. All right, well, let's move on to our cool online tools. So I will bring up the other screen. which will be this one. All right. I have an interesting array of tools tonight. Well, at least I think they're interesting. So let's see what you think at the end of it all. So the first one we've got for you tonight is an e-commerce tool. Anyone here run an e-commerce site? Just pop your hand up. Okay, yeah. So we've got a few people that are selling goods and services online. So one of the things about e-commerce is that if you're like me and I'm looking for something, there's probably a couple of go-to sites that I go to, one of them being Amazon Prime, because I happen to be an Amazon Prime member. And yesterday and today was the Amazon Prime sale where you can get things for crazily discounted prices. So that'll be open, but I'll also search as well. And generally I'll open up the first page of items there. And so I've got sort of like 8 or 9 tabs open, and then just go through and click through and compare and check things. So what happens is that other people will be doing that as well. Others will just open it up. They'll have a look through. Sometimes people will add items to their cart thinking this will be good. I often add items to the cart thinking, right, I like this. I'll add it to the cart because I know where I can get back to it if I've added it to the cart. And then things happen like your daughter says, I've got to go to work now. So you jump in the car and take it to work. You leave your screen open and you've abandoned your browser, or, so the phone rings, you're onto something else. And before you know it, you've forgotten where you were. So when you leave things in a cart, that's called an abandoned cart. So often things that get put into a cart, then that's where they're left, and people never, or very few people ever come back to check out the on their cart. And sometimes they can't remember where it was that they had the item. So there is a site out there and a tool out there called Recapture. So the site, the URL for this is recapture.io. And what this does is it's an app that you can sign up for, and it will send out abandoned cart recovery emails. So they've got a preset sequence of emails which have been tested. They know that works. You can customize it and send your own sort of sequences as well. And they will sort of send those emails to let people know they've got stuff stuck in the cart. It's still there, and would they like to check out? So more than that too, it can do things like send out discount vouchers. So a discounted sale is better than no sale. So you can set up other sort of promotions. You can add in, let's say, extra bonuses to encourage people to go back to the cart to check out. Sometimes, people just need a little more incentive to go back and finish the process. So this one here called recapture.io, it works with a number of carts. So whether you've got Magento, Shopify, WooCommerce, Easy Digital Downloads, BigCommerce, are some of them that it's compatible with, and this will work. So they do have a free trial, so you can check it out, install it on your website, set up a sequence, and run through a trial. And the pricing of it is reasonably affordable as well too. Once you get into the and they've got a per sale pricing basis as well too. So that one there, and we'll put the link for this into chat. So this one's called recapture.io for those of you that are selling products online. And that link is in chat too. For those that know where chat is, down the bottom of your screen is a toolbar. On that toolbar is an icon which looks like a speech bubble, and it says chat. If you click that, it'll open up chat. And at the end of the evening, in chat there, you'll see 3 little dots on the bottom right-hand side. If you click that, that'll give you the option to save the chat. So you can save it to your computer. So you'll have all the links there. So I don't need to write down the links or to worry about writing them down wrong. You can still write them down, but you'll have them in chat to click on at the end of the evening. All right. So next one here, this is one I've just discovered from actually from a guy who's a prolific writer. Anyone here write a blog post every single day and send it out? There's a guy I follow by the name of Chris Lemmer. He's in the WordPress and WordPress developer space. And he writes, his well, his goal is to write every day for the next 12 months. So for building a list, there's nothing better than to build a list than to write every day. It's quite a commitment, but I guess tonight's topic's all about writing. So Gail is going to make it all easy for us. So one of the tools that he wrote about was this one here, which I've just discovered, called Banner Bear. So it's an AI tool, and it does things like manages some of your social sharing. So it will integrate with things like Airtable, which will then integrate with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, so your social media apps. So you can queue up all of your posts, all of the titles, all of the tags, all of the mentions, all of that stuff in Airtable. And then you can use a tool like bannerbear.com to automatically create the banners for you. So what's great about this here, and you won't get a full appreciation from it just from the front of the site, but what it does is it hooks into some free image software or free image repositories, and it will automatically create banners for you and images for you for your social media, automatically push them through to Airtable or to your social media app. I think it might even push it. You can push it through to, no, you can't push it through to social media directly, but you can push it through to your social media apps. Connects to some Zapier. You can use Google Sheets if you're using that as well too. But it does all of the work of going to get the images, putting a title on it, turning into a meme, and something that really works with your content. So it reads your content and then gets an appropriate image. So I haven't really used it enough to give give you good feedback on it. Feedback that Chris Lemmer gave it was pretty good, but is one that is on my list to try this week to start automating some of this process. So you can imagine a tool like this with one that I talked about a few weeks ago called WriteSonic.io. So WriteSonic.io will automatically do the text for you. This one will automatically do the images. You can combine the two, send it through to Airtable to then, or your social media sharing app to then go and sort of post on a schedule to your social media platforms. So anyone that gets into this, I'd love to get your feedback on it and find out how you used it and how it works. And I'll probably be back with this one once I've had a good chance to have a good look through it. All right, so that one is called bannerbear.com. All right, next one is for those that that write newsletters. So whether you're using your blog on your website to publish your newsletters, or you're using a CRM like MailChimp, Drip, Entreport, ActiveCampaign, one of those ones there to publish your newsletters. One of the hardest things, or I shouldn't say hardest, one of the more challenging things is to keep building a list of subscribers to keep growing your list. There's a saying there that the money's in the list. So the bigger the list, the better you're able to monetize it, and the better you're able to make sales into it. One of the keys to that is communicating with people regularly, which is why having some form of newsletter is quite helpful. And if you publish it once a week, great. If you can do it once a day, you're outstanding. But you should be doing something at least once a month to do it. This referral tool for newsletter growth is allows you to send people a link. So you can send people a link in email. You can add it to your website and for people to sign up, and you can incentivize them with it as well too. So you can give rewards to people when they sign up. So those might be, could be monetary rewards. It could be you're giving away some of your IP. So there might be some ebooks or a published book even that you're giving away. You could give away a discount voucher. There are a number of things that you could give away as an incentive to sign up for your newsletter, and that way you can grow your subscriber base. So again, e-commerce stores, fantastic for you. You can have a pop-up for that sort of thing to grow your list. But if you've got a blogging website, same sort of thing, but there's a multitude of uses for it to be able to incentivize people to come along to sign up for your newsletter. So that one there is called sparkloop.app. And there are a couple of different alternatives to it, but this one is has got some great features with that incentivization as well. Next one is, this one is an app that is a precursor. Anyone heard of Airtable before? Apart from the fact I just mentioned it a couple of apps ago. Airtable is a bit like Google Sheets or Excel, but it has so many more options with it. You can do so much more with it. So it will connect with your social media platforms, it connect with your website, can connect with your CRM, and you can use it for setting up simple things like scheduling posts to social media. So you can put in a month's worth of social media posts and then decide, what groups you want it to go to. So, if you've got, say, 10 different groups you're posting into, because there's lots of, business groups and community groups that allow you to post, your posts into. It'll allow you to set it all up, and you can just do it all once. You schedule it ahead of time, and then it will just automatically send out those posts to your platforms. And so you can virtually sort of set and forget, say, on a Sunday night, and it's all ready to go for the rest of the week. You can use it for things like planning your book. So if you're planning sort of, chapters of your book, your writing schedule, that sort of thing there, it's a great way to plan that out. You can use it for workflows. If you have staff working for you or virtual assistants working for you, then you can use it as a planning tool. So like a meetup like this, a meeting like this, there's a lot of work that goes into producing this. We've used another tool until now, and we are probably, I'm going to say possibly trial this, because the two people that organize all this are on the call, JM and Lorena. So they're my team in the Philippines. I don't want to throw them into it. But you can use it so that, you've got all your marketing scheduled, you've got your speaker booked, you've got, like for me, the tools and apps all booked, and everything's all ready to go. And it's a seamless process. So it's good for process tracking and ticking things off as you go. But it integrates into a whole lot of stuff as well too. So if you haven't, there are pre-made templates in there. So for things like systems, processes, posting, social media, that sort of thing. So you can sign up for a free trial and have a look and see how it works. Connects well with a Zapier. Zapier.com is an app that will connect one tool on the net with another tool, so it sends data and information across it. So this is why this is so powerful as well, is it connects to a whole range of tools. All right, and the last one that we have for you is, well, since we're doing sort of some writing today, this one here is a spelling scan. So it does a whole lot more than that, but what it will do is it will scan your website for spelling errors. Oh, look at that. I've got a website in there already. So all you do is you add your URL into it, or the page that you want to scan for your spelling, and click enter, and then it will go through your website and it will scan it for things like misspellings, grammatical errors, sort of inconsistencies, a whole range of things to do with your content on your page. Now, it's probably going to take a wee while, so I'm not sure it's going to get finished by the time I've finished here. But have a look through it. It's got a number of other things too, like it'll check your broken links, check for missing images, check for malware as well too. But the tool that I was really wanting to show you today is just the spelling. So go and have a look at it. It's spellingscan.com. Throw your website in, and you'll pick up a whole lot of your creative spellings when it's there. I'm the sort of person that checks their work after they've published. So I tend to sort of write, publish, and edit. So this tool is great for me. All right, well, there we go. That is our roundup of cool online tools for today. So any standouts there, any there that you think will keep you busy sort of later tonight, or keep you up later tonight, or stop you working tomorrow when you've got all sorts of stuff you should be doing instead? Just drop your favorite ones into chat, or unmute yourself. Tell us which was the one you liked.
Hi, Nick. Debbie here. Recapture I actually liked as well. I think that's a great one for even service industries, or if we've got ebooks too that we're selling.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything where you're putting stuff into a cart, ebooks and stuff, that's perfect. So you can even use it for free ones as well too, because at the end of the day, that's about growing your list, isn't it? So
definitely.
Yeah, so that's worth a spin. We've got a vote for Spelling Scan, Spelling Bee, Sparkloop, Banner Bear, Spelling Scan. All right, Airtable is a good roundup. There's a couple of standouts. All right.
Can I just add one as well that I just found?
Oh, sure.
I just found that, and I've been looking for something for a while that was easy and quick. I have YouTube videos and I'm wanting to transcribe them so I can turn them into ebooks. All I have to do is go onto YouTube, onto my own account, and then there's a transcription list that all I have to do is click the 3 dots and it comes up, copy and paste it onto a Word document and edit it, and it's done.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, that, isn't it? And that's just all in the native YouTube.
All in the native YouTube, and I can even change parts of the words that'll change it on the transcription, on the caption itself. But all I have to do is copy, paste it, and then edit it myself. It is the quickest thing I have ever found to be able to transcribe what I need for an ebook.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that's very. Yeah, the other thing that that YouTube also offers alongside that is you can actually edit your videos. They have a video editor in YouTube, and you can do that as well. So I think they're trying to make it, a one-stop place to be able to do all of that. So yeah,
it's good.
It's a bit fiddly, but it's good. But that transcription tool is excellent, and it's free.
100% free.
All right. Excellent. Okay, well, that's our roundup of tools and apps for tonight. Love to hear your experience with them as well. So feel free to share any tips or, what you find in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, Business Owners Smashing Online, go there and ask to join. Yeah, feel free to share any discoveries that you make in there as well too.